can see why we picked him, right? Absolutely. All right. Hey, I'd be remiss if I didn't start with a story. General clarity allows me a lot of latitude. So I'm going to start this morning with a story. And it should be very near and dear to General Clary's heart, because I know how fond of he is of the military police. About 5 months ago, I was back visiting my bride in Quantico, Virginia. And we were returning from dinner and driving through the crossroads of the Marine Corps, Quantico. And believe it or not, I was pulled over. Now, quick sidebar, those of you that have seen or even driven with me, you know I'm probably, without the risk of self-promotion, I'm probably one of the better drivers on the planet. But I was pulled over, and this young non-commissioned officer comes up to the window, and we get through the formalities, and he said, the reason I pulled you over is you're not wearing your seatbelt. Well, after a bit of a debate, because you all know me, and Colonel Dan Wilson can testify to this, I wear every safety measure in my vehicle. After a bit of a debate, the NCO looks over, he says, I'll tell you what, Sergeant Major, he said, so I can get you on your way, how about I ask your wife if you're wearing your seatbelt? Feel free. This big strapping lad pokes through the window. He said, Mrs. McKenna, could you help settle this argument? Can you tell me if your husband was wearing a seatbelt? And if so, if you're on your way, have a nice evening. If not, I'm going to have to issue him a citation. It might take a minute. And my wife, without any hesitation, Michelle looked at him. She said, you know what? I don't know if he was wearing a seatbelt, but I do know not to argue with him when he's been drinking. God bless Michelle. Honey, I tell you this, she's not here. She's going to join me in Hawaii here shortly. I love her to death. And I mean, honey, I hope I honor you every day with sympathy. Okay, to Santiago's, welcome. All right, and I mean this. It's tough, but it's bittersweet, and it's only sweet being able to relinquish that sword to a brother. All right, proud of you, man. General Whistler, sir, thank you and Sue for being here this morning and honoring us. But so I'd like to go back and just tell you. I remember, and I was looking at my notes. I was sharing with General Clarity when you first took command of our MEP. You sat down with all the Lance Corporals and below, all your ACOs, and your officers and staff officers. And there was a common denominator in each theme our MEP commander talked about. And he asked each and every one of us to read 30 minutes every day. I'm proud to tell you, sir, we've done that in spades with the NCOs in this division. We just completed a book right before we went to Battle of Catan. We've done this individually, collectively, had heated debates. And that book was A Soldier's Load, Mobility of a Nation. But we got after it, sir, and thank you for your guidance and your steadfast leadership of our men. General Kennedy, sir, I did not put you in the back row. That was a contract. You know how special you are, sir. So thanks for putting up with all my crazy ideas as we got after the Liberty Campaign Plan. I really appreciate it. I will tell you, though, some of them work within this division. But, sir, you honor us with your success and your leadership with the MEP. You're the best in the world. Thank you, sir. General King. Thank you, man. General King, I tell you, I will never forget walking that sacred ground in the Philippines with you and the history lessons you gave me every day. And I did return the book. Thank you, sir. But most importantly, sir, thank you for your Marines and sailors. I've never been a logistician, but I can sit back and amaze me. How did you do business in this Pacific? It's simply amazing. Thank you, sir. I'm going to just go to my cards a little bit, just a small pause and transition. You know, the public affairs officer from the Caltrap Division came to me 11 hours, literally this morning. So he's our major, you can only have 3 cards. And they got to be numbered. I looked at Lieutenant Harris and said, hey, man, you really have time to do that right now, right? He's a great American. I'd be remiss if I did not thank Mickey Pack, General Malavet, and most importantly, General Hudson, who just left Okinawa, and Sergeant Major Williamson. That's a phenomenal team we have over at Mickey Pack, and we affectionately refer to as the fifth element of MAGTAP. They literally take care of each and every one of us every day, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, even when we close our eyes at night. Sir, Sergeant Major, thank you and your team for what you do for us. To the commanders of the Caltrap Division, Colonels Taylor, Winan, Odom, McKenna, and Lieutenant Colonels Jackson and Garrett. Thank you for challenging and trusting your non-commissioned officers. To the sergeant majors and the master gunnery sergeants of this great division, I'll put you up front for a reason, man. Thank you for always giving it to me straight in every functional area. But most importantly, thank you for the example that you have fostered in your relationships as sergeant majors and master gunners. Every one of those Marines and sailors was watching. They're going to emulate us one day. You were a role model for each and every one. Thank you, Master Gunnery Sergeant Major. Our former Chief of Staff, Colonel Dan Wilson, now the OIC, used to be called SOTG, Society of Tough Guys. DOTG now, but Colonel Dan Wilson, I would tell you, he was and is the heart and soul of this division, both for the officers and the enlisted Marines and sailors. It's going to be hard for me to put into words how important he is, but I will tell you this. My second son is, an officer of Marines, Captain Select, with 1st Battalion, 7th Marines. If I could give you one compliment, sir, it would be this. I would want Scott to be under your tutelage for a while to learn about officership. You're a phenomenal Marine. To General Clarity and his family, Allison, thank you for your kindness, your hospitality, and your grace. And I apologize for always being the last one to leave the parties at your quarters. And it was just because I was so comfortable. To the ladies, both Mary and Shelby, thank you for letting me be a part in a small way of your lives, your young adult lives. Coincidentally, about a year and a half ago, Shelby, her father, and I were out right here on the softball field, getting ready for high school softball. Thank you, Shelby. And Mary, thank you for letting me attend your graduation. I'm extremely proud of you, and I know you're going to do great things as an American. You're probably going to solve something really important in your life as a doctor. To my boss, Caltrap 6, General Clarity. They don't come any longer, I can tell you that now. I've worked for 5 general officers at this level, and I can tell you with the level of credence, there's no one that gives access as a general officer like General Clarity. I don't care if they're a corporal or a colonel. We know how busy our general officers are. With respect to their time, everybody wants a piece of the pie. But General Clarity has done that over and over again, to my amazement. Even to my frustration as well, when we have to go somewhere. You've given access to your Marines, sir, and they know that. I also want to thank you for granting me the latitude as your Sergeant Major to develop your non-commissioned officers. You gave me every resource and all the time I needed. Thank you, sir. But this is the most important gift General Clarity gave me. My mother told me the greatest gift of all is the gift of trust. And I thank you for giving me the trust. All right, here we go. This is the best part, really. And we have 43 Medal of Honor recipients in our great division, 7 of which are out here today. And I really hope you take the opportunity to gather their citation and read about who they are as Marines. We have 5 non-commissioned officers, we have a PFC, and then we have the guy that's always in charge, General Wilson. Because even Medal of Honor recipients need leadership. The other Medal of Honor recipients are located back in our CP. And they are the QRF for this division, those heroes. I would ask you, if you ever have the opportunity to come and visit our division, you walk the halls and read about it. All 43 of them. 42 U.S. Marines and 1 U.S. sailor, HM 2000. They're phenomenal Americans. We even take them golfing, by the way. When we go golfing, we take our Medal of Honor recipients with us. So thank you for that. All right, today's program, if I could please make a quick transition. If you look at your program today, as General Clarity pointed out, it is uniquely different. You won't find the traditional biographies of our commanding general or the 2 inbound or outbound sergeant majors. You won't find that in there. What you will find is the name of every non-commissioned officer and petty officer of this great division. We took the time to do this to honor them. And as the narrator pointed out when the adjutant was taking her position, I know they are the strength of this division, with hands down. And I would argue with Sergeant Major Green or anyone else that they're the strength of our Corps. I told the Marines yesterday that we're inundated right now, especially in this AOR, with a lot of hype with China's a threat, it is a threat. That ISIS is a threat, okay. Heck, even within our borders of our great nation, possibly a lone wolf attack. But our American people don't need to worry about that. I would ask you, what we need to worry about is when we ever lose that. Okay, those men and women voluntarily raise their hand to support an idea, the Constitution of the United States. If we ever lose that, I would tell you probably need to go to stand too. All right, get your weapon and guard for it. They're the best American has to offer. We should give them everything we can every day. I tell myself when I wake up, and going back to General Clary's guidance to me was, hey, Sergeant Major, don't come to work, okay, unless you can do something for every squad leader or section leader every day. But I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that today I have given all that I can give. And that which I have kept, I have lost it forever. Right behind the line of troops, you see their gear. All right? I want you to know that's the ACM gear list. That's what they have, right? All right, as General Whistler points out, we fight tonight. Well, we march tonight to the fight. And they're ready to do that. To my NCOs, don't forget the 3 principles. They guarantee us success in the next fight. Your talent, your hard work, and your character. But remember, hard work is better than talent when talent doesn't work hard. It's been my highest military privilege to march in the ranks of these Marines and sailors in the Fighting Third. May God hold each and every one of you and your family in the palm of his hand. And may there always be an NCO in Overwatch, wherever they lay their head to rest. God bless each and every one of you. Semper Fidelis.